football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Throwing on first down is Lance. And right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So they keep the football, but now face second and long. Shotgun now for Lance. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Let's go.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Lance again. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
They're going to the air on the opening drive. Throwing now is Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down, and then some.
Mama. Right, don't do that.
Sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Off of play action, here's Lance. it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
On their first drive, the offense staying
Get your controller.
They're going to go for it on fourth. And they'll go for
That's
it.
great. You can't be doing that shit.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this
Gray.
loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive.
You're not going to be doing that.
Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, right at the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. That's taken in by Eskridge, complete. They'll contain him to just
Do what?
4. 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, he lets it fly for Lockett. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That's caught by his tight end. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Here's Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big connection.
Some fucking
on that
bullshit,
one.
dude.
32 yards. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Niners will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the 2nd half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And they're going to get this beyond the 4. Before he's taken down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Lance. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Let's go.
Play action. Now Wilson rolling to his right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And oh no, it's incomplete.
You don't think I'm going to have BK covered up all the way across the board, bro?
Took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and
if you didn't think that, crazy.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So
wow.
Possession goes over here on the punt. The 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So after a scoreless first quarter, we at least finally
keep playing like a little faggot, dude.
But it can't be what either of us expected.
See what's gonna happen.
No, the safety's not what you expect for the first points of the game, but
I'll drop 80 on you like I did last time.
And he returns this to the 22. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes to the Niners get there,
like I said, I'm going to drop 80 on you like I did last time. Keep playing like a little faggot. Contain him.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson under pressure.
Thanks for the sack.
To him again. Nick Bosa. He's the one that drops him this go around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now Wilson back into his end zone. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Y'all hollering for me?
Play that time through the air. 35 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
Right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And it's caught. Touchdown 49ers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
Huh? No.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Eric Armstead, his second sack of the night. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. He's got a man complete.
Okay, you want to keep trying to ISO. Let's play it. Fucking ISO.
A big connection on that one. 37 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He lets it fly for Lockett. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley.
Oh, my God.
The Seahawks are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. To throw again is Wilson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the 49ers are going to get the football here at their own 23. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? No. Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique, his ability to see the quarterback through.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a
top
defense
of the stove?
Behind them,
like on the top of the stove?
Right, they feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Freaking feel it.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
But yes, I will.
Throwing is Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Wilson's throw caught here by Metcalf. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Why do you look like that? Did you come back? You are so ugly.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. There he goes right side. And into the
Pick six!
6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
It's a nice catch and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender?
When y'all leave, if you want to see me, you can always subscribe to my YouTube.
Off to the races and into the end zone.
Gold with the extra point, and that will make this.
If I get banned, I'll send you my other one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Well, really, I could just send you a thing.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position and throwing that pick.
Remember last time it was mixed up wide.
I think all you say to your guy is listen.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there for Seattle.
I gotta label you fuckers.
I think mine's just big bro.
Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10.
I hope you're fucking around. He's not allowed to score.
Now it's Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone.
Let go.
Just inside the 20. 7 yards to pick up there.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Right there, in the middle, 55. Let's go, D. Go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, They've got big smiles on their faces. He's
Let go.
Like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Again, Wilson. And this will be
Oh no, that's a load of crookedy shit.
DK Metcalf, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Wow. I can't believe that shit, dude. That's a fucking wild.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run. Lance now on 1st down.
Get the fuck out of here, dude.
It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller
Come on, you Ibaka. You ain't even got a fucking sack
for him
yet.
that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
It's because y'all double teaming him every single
He
time.
lets it fly for Lockett. And then
Nope.
it's caught on the right sideline, but out
No,
of bounds,
sir.
says the
Try
line
again.
judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness.
We'll have to
here.
cover
They
the
were
outside
hoping for the
edge.
run play to get them 6
Play
points.
cover
They're hoping for a
4.
catch, maybe a
No,
call.
we'll play cover
But
3.
they
Cover
figure
the
they can at
outside
least get into
edge.
field goal range with a completion.
Get a pick. 6, hopefully. Another one by Trey Waynes would be nice, so I can get him 6
Here's
stars.
2nd and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And now here is another interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Niners are going to have the short field here as they'll take it right at the 50. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity.
If he would have tried to use it, that would have been pick 6.
That's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And that one's going to be off target.
Come on, Lance!
Well, you know,
Damn!
There were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now. The so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando.
Let's go! If you holler, let a bitches go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's go!
Time for us to go back out to Lumen Field, where we rejoin Brandon God.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And
If you holler at them bitches, let them know, let them know.
With a touchback.
Let's go, Nicole. Nicole in the club. Dumpster on his truck.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. And Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal,
He had DK wide open for touchdown.
I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
And that
Oh, that should have been a pig.
A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Whip Brett's ass. Bust him right up the fucking middle.
To throw is Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Wilson will throw again. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
And we get him!
Bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight.
No!
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up.
No, sir! Try again next week.
The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Screw it.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like
back him up, back him up.
Out there.
I would agree with that.
Look, he's got 18 yards to go. Come on, back up.
Incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure.
That's that quick out. That's that quick out.
Third and long. It's Wilson.
Not happening. Thanks for the pick.
And my goodness, another interception.
Go Trey Waynes, run away. Go Trey. Dang it.
And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense.
Okay.
Already trailing. They're going to be
take it.
That score, at least where it is.
On second down.
Oh!
It's Mitchell.
Piss.
After only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
All right.
First half, he was held in check on the ground, but
You don't come out in man-to-man?
they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel
You
fortunate.
better hope he ain't matched up man with him, because he's getting his ass torched. Like I called it. I called it. I called it.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
Got your ass.
Number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away.
Told you stop trying to play man.
And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return.
All right, now we're going to get ballsy. Start sending a couple blitzes here and there. Definitely not that one. There we go, man.
Here's the Seattle offense.
Hell no, get off of him, you crazy.
Following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
There you go,
I think
Mosley.
you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
Back him
You're going to
off.
take care of it.
Baby
Just to be careful
Gray!
not being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far.
Pick six! Let's go, come on!
Took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Trey
And
Waynes!
now here's another interception.
Oh, is it going to go for 6?
Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
Pick 6, baby! Let's go!
A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he
Let's
gets to
go!
the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Gold with the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
I'm getting on that head!
As Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense
Golly!
to try to make up for it.
When Chris Carson learned to run like that?
Give him a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over.
Yo. Oh, you done messed up, boy. You done messed up, boy.
Going for
Pick! No! No. What? Get the... Get out of here.
38 yards.
Yeah.
Let's go, Dre.
After the play fake to Carson.
That's a pick. That's a pick. Throw that crosser. Throw it. Throw that crosser. Pansy.
Left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Outside crossers ain't gonna work.
Sit in the pocket and get comfortable. That's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Come off that edge.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Golly! There you go, Bosa. Get him. Get him, Bosa. You're hungry.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
But that comes from
Did he get it? Did he get it?
extra time.
He missed it. Oh, he got it? What?
Saw how precise he was and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
That was perfect. From distance, he
Come
steps
on
up,
now.
makes it right down Main Street.
That's some
And Main Street's
bullshit.
celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing.
Let's
Everything
go.
was right on target, and the blocking was perfect.
If you want him, let him know. Let him know.
I thought you were just playing one game. I thought you were just playing one game.
This is one game. What do you mean? I told you we were standing up here 10 minutes ago. It was halftime.
Set to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit,
really want
wind
to do
it down,
this.
but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Smart.
Bobby Wagner in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shot. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, we'll have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll try the left side. It's Mitchell. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling there to make the grab. And the Niners are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
Well, this game's over. Truthfully, the game's over in like the 2nd quarter. Whatever. Waterford.
What you doing? You doing payroll? Danny? You doing payroll?
Oh, yeah. Not payroll, but I'm just looking at
Work.
Yeah, verifying that all the charges on my business account are me, and then all the checks that I wrote through, because you know the rent, that's supposed to be in the month and stuff.
Yeah. There. Lay down, please. Get your ducky. Get your duck before Daddy does. Okay, you finally gonna play with some toys? You ain't touched them in like 3 weeks. I know. How dare Daddy talk about that? Ooh, DK. Couldn't get it open enough.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration body language is evident everywhere. They've really on this one.
Well, I've had my account, or not my account, but my card.
Hacked?
Card, yeah.
Yeah, that's always fun.
And so now I just, every once a week, but I've been...
On 3rd down, Wilson.
And always when I write checks, I always want to see all the checks.
Right. I feel that. Hell, I don't spend money, and I still wonder who's spending it all. But I think it's that wife of mine. She really likes to spend my money.
That's what wives do. We're good at it.
Unless I'm buying tools, it's the only time she won't spend it. I gotta beat her to the punch.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down.
So how long do you
Like licensed? 2.5 years. Kinda, sorta, not really. I'm supposed to be, but I'm not yet. Okay. Is it at your mom's? Okay. You want me to go get it? What? I know. We need to just blow up the door. Buy a new one. What? No, they don't. Yeah, because she ain't got no new door.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And my goodness, another
She is really.
picked off by Jason Verrett.
Dude, if you're going to keep throwing pick sixes, I'm going to keep taking them. You fool. This dude's the owner of the league, and it's like really embarrassing when you get beat by like 21, and I'm going to beat the fuck out of him.
Really?
Yeah, I have the...
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. And this one is incomplete.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick six on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
They go play action with Wilson. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On first down, Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
You think you're going to get this? You think you're going to get this?
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. They'll run on first down. Mitchell, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
56, the mic, boys, 56.
They'll try and run for it. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
On first down, Mitchell. Open space inside the 10, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now Gold for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Switch up. Good. So nice number one. Here we go, Yee. Hey, 0. Here we go.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively at second down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Jordan Brooks in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Wilson. And this will go to Carson out wide. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. To throw again is Wilson. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 41. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 50 yards on the ground for him so far.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays, really hurts the team on defense. Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, Charles.